Hey, what's up guys, it's C-Stack. So, as many of you may have heard by now, I did get second place at the Origins 2.5K. I played Dark Phoenix, which was the most popular deck, not by a huge margin, not nearly as bad as like Thor last year, Thanos the year before. I think there were 7 Dark Phoenix players out of 38 players, but the finals was Dark Phoenix versus Dark Phoenix, so maybe she's something to talk about. So anyway, so I got second place, so I figured I'd take a minute here to go over my deck, talk about some of my choices and my experience playing it before I shelve it for a while, because boy am I sick of playing Dark Phoenix. I've been playing this for the last several months to get ready for this event, but anyway, so I'll just go ahead and talk about the deck and some of my choices, so let's get right into it. So, we played Dark Phoenix, of course. The only quote-unquote low-cost characters we played were these guys, so I have 3 Primeval Hunter. This card's obviously good, it's obviously strong, but it was pretty underwhelming, honestly, because so the main reason you play this is obviously, one, because it's a low-cost dude that turns on your Predator equipment, but also because he's like your out stuff like Jessica Jones, but I didn't really see any Jessica Jones, except for once in my top 8 game I saw Jessica Jones, but up until then, it wasn't really a problem. So I don't think I used this, I think I used his green ability, the Apex Predator ability, maybe one time the entire day, so this card's okay, but I mean, you can maybe play Kane here or something, but it is kind of important for turning on your equipment. And then I played 4 keys. I found myself, most of the games that you lose are when you just don't ramp at all because you don't draw enough yellows, so that Kane kind of fixes that. I didn't play any, did I say Kane? Keys kind of fixes that. I didn't play any Kane, is what I was about to say. I didn't play any Kane because Kane is kind of random. You're playing so many basic locations. Optimally, what you want to do with Kane every time is get a yellow, but that's not always what happens, whereas Keys is basically a guaranteed ramp when you hit him on 4. The only problem there is that this card, unlike Kane, doesn't really combo with Dramatic Entrance, so it's kind of a trade. Anyway, so right from there, we go back up, we jump up to our high drop characters. So I played 4 Loki, and I paired with the 4 Call. This is something I got from Kirk, but this won me so many games. I drew upwards of 9 cards off of Loki per game most of the time. This card's absolutely insane. I wasn't playing a lot of the tech cards that a lot of the other Dark Phoenix decks were playing, but I think I was the only one that was playing Loki, and it was really, really strong. So the problem with this is obviously that it takes up 8 slots because you got to play the Call with it, but it is really, really strong. And then I also played 2 Iron Man. I rarely saw Iron Man, but a lot of times when you see him, he's pretty key. Like, he gets you to that last blue or that last green for the Ravager that wins you the game, or he flips up that final green for Thanos that wins you the game. But a lot of times you just don't see him at all, so if you wanted to like cut this for Kane or something, that would be pretty good, or you could cut it for some of the Comet Fall Leviathans, which I didn't have any room to play. But, you know, Iron Man is good sometimes, and a lot of times he just doesn't really do much, so probably just because he's a 2-of, I didn't really see him a lot, but this card's okay. And obviously we have the 4 Ghost, 4 Jungle Hunter, that pretty much not much to say about these dudes. Jungle Hunter is absolutely insane, as you would think. And then I played 4 Foom and 3 Thanos. Thanos won me pretty much every game that I played. He's obviously really good, and basically you just want to bring out Foom early and obviously win. So, and then we have the equipment. So I played 3 Net Launcher, 3 Medkit, and 1 Nullifier. Surprisingly, I think I only used Nullifier once all day, and I don't think it even won me that game. Obviously, Nullifier is great, though, so don't cut Nullifier, but I didn't see it all day. But these cards were super clutch. Obviously, Net Launcher is amazing. It was really important all day. I still don't know if it needs the ban and replace or whatever, but I mean, it is something to keep your eye on. It's very key in my Thor matchup. It was really key in my Mystique matchups. This is a really good card. And then obviously Medkit. If you're not playing Medkit in Dark Phoenix, you really need to reevaluate that, because so the big problem with Dark Phoenix is the many wounds that you're going to take early on. So if you can just make your 7 wound character like an 8, 9, or 10 wound main character with Medkit, you're in pretty good shape. So Medkit's very, very important. And then obviously the 4 Dramatic Entrance is the only plot twist you need, really. And then the locations, I played 4 Madripoor, 4 yellows, obviously. I maxed out on the other two basics, the Predator ship and the Valverdan jungle. I saw a lot of people only playing 2 Predator ships, but those are probably the builds that weren't playing Net Launcher, but we are playing Net Launcher. Set guard's pretty important. And then I played 2 trophy area for Primeval Hunter, and mostly for when you put the Net Launcher on one of these guys, which happens a lot, especially with Ghosts. So this card's actually really, really important because it lets you get a Net Launcher activation without having to eat into your Predator ships, which a lot of times you want to save for your Ravager of Worlds. So anyway, yeah, so that's the deck. I felt like my build was pretty near perfect. I worked on this for a long time. I didn't have room for a lot of the tech cards that other people were playing. Like, there was a lot of Ronin going around and a lot of Mr. Sinister going around. Those were really good. I wish I had room for the Cometfall Leviathans, mainly Leviathan Beast and the Dual Maul Leviathan. So you could make those Iron Mans into that, or you can make them into Kane or something like that. Other than that, I was really happy with how my deck performed. The finals, I mostly lost to bricking. The first game, I didn't open any yellows, and my opponent opened with 2 yellows into 2 more locations, and then ramped again on their following turn, and I basically just lost from there. That was Joe Cavini. Shout out to him. Congrats on getting first place. It was a really good final match. Yeah, the second game was a really good game. It was a long, really grindy game. I ended up pulling that one out. And then the third game, once again, I just didn't draw any yellows. So, but anyway, so it was a really great weekend. I did not expect to do that well. When I made top 8, I was really excited, and then I got in the top 4, and I was even more excited, and then I was in the finals, so it was really awesome. I didn't actually get to walk away with anything for second place. First place got they had a giant Black Panther card, and they had a set of the MCU battle, or the MCU Heroes set for him. But second place didn't walk away with anything, which seemed a little odd to me. But anyways, it was really cool. So I guess I'm just kind of rambling at this point. So that's my deck, and that was my experience from Origins 2.5K. I recorded all my games. There was a problem with the second round one, but other than that, I think everything should be good and should be uploaded throughout the week. So you guys can look forward to those, including the finals. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.